I don't think we should go over to metric. I'm quite happy with the weights and measures we use today, the ones we're familiar with.
But how familiar are they? How many yards are there in a furlong? How many firkins in a hogshead? How many square yards in an acre? How many grains in an ounce? In fact, the majority of our traditional measures aren't really very familiar at all, while metric measures, sometimes feared as being new-fangled, we're already using. A spoonful of medicine, for example, equals 5 millilitres.
Mrs. Martin?
Oh, thank you.
Your address, dear?
6 Heatherwood.
Right, thank you very much.
It can't be claimed that going metric makes it any more palatable.
Oh, it's lovely.
Come on.
Right?
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Electrical goods are rated in metric.
Now, we're on 240 volts, and we've got power plugs on a ring main system. Would that be all right with this fire?
Yes, that will be
Yes.
all right. It is a 2-kilowatt fire.
Yes.
Which means that you must have a 13-amp fuse in your plug top.
I see. That's those little ones that fit in the plug separately.
That's the one.
Oh, fine. Well, that's grand. Thank you very much indeed.
Film sizes are gauged in metric.
Please. And an 8mm film for the cine camera.
Cassettes there.
Yes, please.
2 35mm colour films and 1 8mm cassette.
That's great, thank you.
Motor car engines are classified in litres. A metric measure.
2 litres. Yes, I was thinking of something rather bigger. You see, I do a fair amount of long-distance travelling. We do a 3.5, a large saloon car. How big is the... 6.25, sir. I was referring to the ashtray.
Even if you just want to relax and let time tick away, it'll be ticking away in metric, because the second is a metric unit, and hours and minutes unchanging the world over.
What is a metric unit? That's you, Sydney. Don't be shy. That's better. Each metric unit is part of a complete system of weights and measures. Simple, straightforward, systematic. Called the metric system, and this is the leading measurement system throughout the world. For everyday purposes, only a few units are needed. The metre for length, the litre for liquids, the kilogram for weighing, the degree C for temperature, and the second for time. This unit for time is already well known to us. We use it now, so we needn't concern ourselves with it here. There are 4 metric measures. First, the measure for length. How long is a metre? This piece of wood has been cut a metre in length.
I reckon deal's best for your job, sir. There's the shelf, metre length.
The salesman is a tall chap, about 1.85 metres in height. The customer's son is about 1.5 metres tall. The Olympic and Commonwealth Games have already familiarised us with distance in metric. The world's leading women high jumpers will regularly be clearing 1.75 metres. Mary Peters will be trying to put the shot about 16 metres or so. In swimming, the 100 metres race means 2 lengths of a pool this size, while the 1,500 metres track event sees the runners making nearly 4 circuits of this stadium. For distances like this, which are much greater than 1,000 metres, we'd normally use a prefix.
One of the most common is kilo, which means 1,000 times. Other prefixes can give smaller measures. The prefix centi means 1/100th. prefix milli means a thousandth. Prefixes can be used with any unit, and while there are many prefixes, only a few will be in common use. Prefixes make the basic unit larger or smaller in steps of 10, 100, 1,000, and so on.
So we could refer to 1,500 metres as 1.5 or 1.5 kilometres. Anyone who's ever travelled abroad will be familiar with signs giving distances by road in kilometres. Centimetres are for measuring things like clothes, curtains and materials. A girl's vital statistics could now be 90, 60, 90.
Think metric. 90, 60, 90 refers to centimetres. Thinking metric certainly has its advantages.
This should be right for your gauge support, sir.
Yeah. You're not too sure about the width and the thickness. Could you measure them for me?
Yes, certainly.
Millimetres are already used for measuring things like the width and
44
thickness of
millimetres.
wood. The construction industry was one of the first in Britain to go metric.
The metric system really is a system. If you combine the units with one another, you get units for other measures. A metre per second produces the metric measure of speed.
The speed at which this woman is walking is about 1 metre per second. Running in an international 100 metres event means going almost 10 times as fast, 10 metres a second. For speeds in excess of this, we'll use kilometres per hour and a car. Of course, we can't all be Grand Prix winners and drive at 200 kilometres per hour, but we can, if we have a fairly new car, see what our speed reads in kilometres per hour. Modern jet airliners are designed to cruise at just under the speed of sound. 1,000 kilometres per hour.
In metric, area is measured in square metres. Carpets, floor coverings, wall areas.
Now that was 5 metres long. Now let's see how wide it is. That's 3 metres wide. So that's 3 times 5 is 15 square metres.
Is that the walls?
No, silly. That was 45 square metres.
I thought that was the carpet.
Oh, 15. Have you got it?
Yeah, I'm just sorting it out.
Come on, let's go and do the kitchen.
Kitchen. Cup of tea.
We need 8 square metres of floor tiles for the kitchen. Okay? Got it? 8. Hey, what about those rich dark blue ones?
Let's just have concrete.
I'll go and check the measurements for the bedroom. Darling, it's the same as the living room. There were carpets and walls in here. Then it's 10 square metres less for the walls in the second bedroom and 25 for the back bedroom.
You don't need less area with metric, but at least you do your sums faster.
Do we really need a house as big as this?
Quite a few metric units have special names. A hectare equals 10,000 square metres. Lord's Cricket Ground has a field covering about 2 hectares. 1 hectare is about the size of a first-class soccer pitch. Farmland is measured in hectares.
liquids are measured in litres. Bottles of wine and cider are increasingly being sold in litres. So too are 4 bottle packs of beer. The millilitre is for smaller amounts. 300 millilitres for this pancake mixture. And of course, for medicine, the 5 millilitre spoon is the accepted measure.
In metric, weighing is done in kilograms. Our 90-60-90 lady probably tips the scales at just over 50 kilograms. This rather overweight gentleman weighs about twice as much, 100 kilograms or more. 1,000 kilograms is a metric ton. This equals 10 portly men, or preferably 20 slim girls.
The gram is a 1,000th part of a kilogram, used for weighing things like ingredients for recipes, or, if you're feeling indulgent, sweets. The everyday metric unit for measuring temperature is the degree C. This actually means degrees Celsius, though many people still know it as centigrade. Water freezes at 0 degrees C and boils at 100 degrees C. Normal human body temperature is about 37 degrees C. A sunny day in a British July, in the unlikely event of your finding one, should reach a comfortable 22 degrees C. A really cold day in a British January is a few degrees below freezing point, say -5 degrees C. Mum's tasty fruit cake is cooked at 170 degrees C.
To recap, the main units we need to know about are the metre, the measure for length, the litre for liquids, the kilogram for weighing, and the degree C for temperature. The most common prefixes are kilo, 1,000 times, centi, 100th, and milli, 1,000th. Prefixes go up and down in tens. This then is metric. Simple, straightforward, systematic, and international. The vast majority of the countries of our world are metric already, or going metric now. We used to be out of step. Now we're shoulder to shoulder with our friends and allies, our customers and our competitors the world over. Because metric is the measurement language of the world.